Holla and hello. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing? Especially you, Paco. How you doing, Paco? Paco sent in this video. 10 best places to visit in Hamburg. Because he's from Hamburg. And hey, I love hamburgers. So I figured that sounds pretty cool. Apparently Hamburg, according to Paco, is the largest non-capital city in Europe. And it has the most, is it the most bridges in the world? I thought, you know, people used to say, I used to live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And they used to say they had, you know, we had so many bridges because it's like the steel capital of the world or something. 446. Officially has the most bridges in the world. What the heck? Paco says Hamburg has 2,500 bridges, which blows this out of the water. So why does this say it's the most in the world? And it says Chongqing, China has 10,000. The hell? I mean, what are we counting as a bridge? If a tree happened to fall over a creek, that's not a bridge. Okay, you can't count that, Qinping, China. Something suspicious. Damn, Germany just has a ton of bridges, huh? And then Austria. Interesting. I don't know what the deal is with that, why Pittsburgh doesn't have very many. Anyway, that's kind of irrelevant. Point is, 10 best places to visit in Hamburg. Let's go.
The gateway to Germany is Germany's second largest city by population, with much to keep both inhabitants and visitors entertained. The former city-state is built around the Elbe River. It's a progressive and modern German city. It features a thriving music and nightlife culture, as well as a variety
that river looks beautiful.
Festivals that take place throughout the year. It also has a diverse cultural legacy, and the city's maritime flair is impossible to ignore. While in town, you can visit a number of museums and galleries before indulging in the city's culinary culture. In this video...
Oh my god, look at this thing. It's like a city on a lake. Whose video is this again, by the way? Go check out Global Village, link down below. You know.
We'll look at some of the greatest sites to visit in Hamburg, with the goal of helping you make the most of your visit and getting a sense of how to visit Hamburg for a short holiday.
German houses are so cool. They're so unique. You know, it's like each one was architected and built on its own. That's how it looks.
Hamburg truly has everything. If you're new to our channel,
those must be some rich Germans. Those houses are freaking huge.
Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our new videos.
Way bigger than even most American houses, which I know people say American houses are so big.
Let's get started.
Wow.
Number 1, Speicherstadt. This must-see attraction in Hamburg is often near the top of visitor itineraries. The Speicherstadt, which was built in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, is the world's largest collection of warehouses, and its colorful red bricks and neo-Gothic architecture give these massive
collection of warehouses. I never would have thought to visit a collection of warehouses.
Structures a lot of charm. These structures were important to the German economy since they were used to store coffee, tobacco, and spices. Nowadays, Speicherstadt is home to a plethora of fun, recreational activities. Thanks to a lot of trails and bridges, it's also an excellent spot to walk around. Walking around the Speicherstadt is great, but if you want to experience it in a different perspective, take a boat tour. Around addition, there's much to keep you engaged in the district. Learn about Hamburg's maritime past at Maritime Museum, located inside the Speicherstadt's oldest building. See models of Hamburg, Italy, and even the United States at Miniature Wonderland. The Auto Museum...
Oh, yeah. Wonderland is here. The mini place. That's one of the things, you know, out of all the videos I've reacted to about Germany, that miniature world that you guys got here in Hamburg, that really stuck out to me.
Museum prototype, which houses rare historical concept automobiles, and the Hamburg
I wonder how they filmed all this without showing a single person. Like the whole place is abandoned.
Dungeon, which is a terrific location to learn about the city's history with a macabre twist, are two more interesting places. Relax at the Coffee Roosteroi for a while. Tastings of some of the world's best beans are available in the former coffee warehouse. 2.
Okay.
Elbphilharmonie, the newest addition to Hamburg's skyline, was only completed in
Is Hamburg just like on a river?
2017.
It's like there's not even land here. You just made buildings on a river. Really beautiful. And that's some incredible architecture. Whatever that building is.
Elbphilharmonie, which stands over 100 meters tall, blends Hamburg's nautical history into its design, with people comparing it to both waves and ship sails. Aside from its height, the structure features some astounding figures. The music hall itself has 100 curving windows
Oh, it's a music hall.
and seating for 2,100 people. It is one of the most acoustically sophisticated arenas in the world thanks to its modern design and construction. The Elbphilharmonie does not require that you be a music fan to include it on your Hamburg agenda. Seeing an Elbphilharmonie orchestra concert is a
This place is fancy.
once-in-a-lifetime experience that will
Yeah, once in a lifetime because you have to spend your whole salary on it to get a seat. This is fancy.
undoubtedly be a highlight of your trip. If you don't have the time or money to attend a concert, you can still appreciate the structure. Going up to the observation deck on the top level will offer you some beautiful photos of the skyline and possibly some new Instagram followers, while the cafe is a great place to stop and relax. The Elbphilharmonie is a great place to visit if you're looking for fun things to do in Hamburg.
This AI voice is making me laugh.
3.
Fun things to do in Hamburg.
Planten und Blumen. Hamburg is a fantastic city to visit, yet it is a massive 24-hour metropolis. As a result, you may feel the urge to take a vacation from the rush and bustle from time to time. If that's the
The rush and bustle.
case, Planten und Blumen is one of Hamburg's best places to unwind
I mean, look at this. It's once again, it's all on water.
and disengage for a
You
time.
got to learn to swim if you're going to go to Hamburg.
The park, which is located just inside the city walls, has been one of Hamburg's most popular attractions for inhabitants and tourists alike since 1821. Planten und Blumen offers a diverse range of activities to keep you engaged. The Old Botanical Garden is a great place to visit if you are
I was
interested
going to say, this is a botanical garden, huh?
in flora. It has 5 interconnected greenhouses that hold plants from all over the world. If the weather is nice, you can always stay outside and enjoy the
I feel like Germans are really good at gardening. Low key. You know what I mean? I've never heard anyone talk about that, but from what I see, Germans are good at gardening.
Rose Garden. Even if you aren't particularly fond of flowers and plants, you should definitely pay this location a visit. It's the ideal spot for a picnic and possibly a good read. If you're here at night, don't miss the colorful musical fountain, especially if there's a performance going on.
A famous German kindergarten. You know, this looks a lot safer than a lot of German playgrounds. I meant playground, not kindergarten. Then again, something weird is here in the background. I don't know what that is.
4. Lake Alster. The Binnen Alster and the Außen Alster,
There's all the people.
also called Inner and Outer Lakes, are 2 artificial lakes in Hamburg's city center. They connect the
Oh, there weren't enough real ones, so they made fake. Artificial ones.
Elbow and Alster rivers. But they also house some of Hamburg's most beautiful squares and strolling places. You'll want to spend some time here, whether it's to try some of Hamburg's greatest restaurants or to do
I bet you guys have some good seafood restaurants here in Hamburg.
some shopping. So look for one of Frankfurt's top hostels nearby. Enjoy the Alstervergnügen, a street fair conducted around the lakes. If you visit in September, you should definitely take a stroll around the passages. These are the well-known pedestrian zones in Hamburg's charming city center. The canals that connect the lakes to the Elbe River are very beautiful. The waterfront promenade, Jungfernstieg, is the heart of the inner and outer Alster lakes. Admire the classicist and neoclassical architecture, or simply go shopping in one of the department stores. However,
Is that a department store? Is that what that is?
it may be just as enjoyable to relax and people watch while sipping a cup of coffee at one of Hamburg's most recognized locations. 5.
Alright.
Hamburg Rathaus. The city hall
Whoa, dude.
in Hamburg is as enthralling as they get,
That is one of the most incredible buildings ever.
reflecting the affluence and optimism of a newly united Germany at the turn of the 20th century. The Neo-Renaissance architecture on the 133-meter wide facade is Neo-Renaissance in style.
Jeez, we just don't have a lot of buildings here in America this intricate. You know what I mean? It's kind of a dead art form. I don't know why. It's incredible.
The central tower rises to 112 meters. There are free short-term exhibitions inside, and you can go into the courtyard to see a fountain with a statue of the goddess Hygeia atop it. You can also take an hour-long tour for a modest charge. The inside is a more historicist architecture, and one of its talking points is the tower's incredible number of rooms, 647 at the last count, thanks to the discovery of a brand new room in the tower in 1971.
How do you discover a new room? No one had ever gone to that part?
6.
The place is that big that they discovered a room?
Hafen City, which includes the Speyherstad, is a new waterside area that opened in 2008. Hafen City, which is partly
2008, you know, at this point I don't think it's new. I'm curious when this video was up. 1 year ago. I think 16 years. It's no longer new.
Built on reclaimed elbow land, will continue to expand over the next 15 years, providing houses for 12,000 people and up to 40,000 jobs. A considerable portion of the free port has already been redeveloped, and the architecture outside of the heritage sector is innovative and cutting edge.
There's more people walking than cars. Marvelous to see. And what the heck is this guy in front driving?
Consider gleaming office buildings, residential complexes, and recreational facilities, all of which have been constructed with panache and respect for their waterfront site. The Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall is the greatest attraction so far. 7. Jungfernstieg.
Jungfernstieg
is a waterfront promenade on the Binnenaster in Hamburg's vibrant and economic core. The name is derived from a long-standing tradition in which rich Hasidic families parade their unmarried daughters in search of suitable bachelors. Landward, tall neoclassical, and historicist structures.
Wait, do they still do this? You parade the unmarried daughters?
A long-standing tradition in which rich Hasidic families parade their unmarried daughters in search of suitable bachelors. Landward, tall neoclassical, and historicist structures house flagship shops and department stores, such as the legendary Elster House. Also worth seeing is the exquisite white arcade that runs parallel to the Kleine Elster and was built in the mid-19th century. In the summer, you can relax on the terrace in front of
that looks like a really cool place to chill.
The Binnenaster and watch the water jet, or stop by the glass Elster Pavilion for a coffee and pastry. 8. Elbow Tunnel. When the 426-meter Elbow Tunnel opened in 1911,
Elbow Tunnel.
No one had ever seen anything like it. It changed the life of Hamburg Harbor employees commuting from the right to the left side by being 24 meters below the river. At Lundungsbrücken, the northern entrance is easy to see thanks to its bright green dome, and the tunnel's Jugendstil architecture is half of its allure. For autos and pedestrians and cyclists, there are 2 parallel tunnels. Take the steps to get a sense of the scale of the project, and take your time admiring the old signage, maritime patterns, and
it's just crazy to see a tunnel that long for people to walk through.
And glazed tiles if you're walking. 9. Tierpark Hagenbeck. If you have a strong affinity for animals, you may be hesitant to attend a zoo, but Hamburg has always prioritized the welfare of its residents.
Damn, these elephants are ready to jump out.
Karl Hagenbeck and his son, who founded the zoo, pioneered the panorama exhibit, in which natural habitats of animals were recreated utilizing moats at natural boundaries, allowing visitors to see more clearly. The zoo is located on 24 acres of plant and unblown, and the walking trail is over 6 kilometers long. Asian elephants, Rothschild giraffes, impalas, leopards, orangutans, zebras.
Does Germany have any unique animals? Like, it's kind of weird to me that all these animals are also here in the American zoos, you know?
Ostriches, lions, porcupines, and alpacas are among the park's 510 species. Moreover, half of the park's animals, from spiders to sharks, are housed in terrariums and 29 freshwater and seawater tanks at the aquarium.
I mean, I get, obviously, most of these animals aren't native to Germany or America. But just Europe in general, you know? You'd think there'd be some different animals between North America and Europe. And I know there are, like deer and stuff. 10.
Treppenviertel Blankenese. Take the S-Bahn or
Treppenviertel Beniska.
The boat to this charming ancient neighborhood on the right side of the Elbow, 10 kilometers from the city center. Treppenviertel literally translates to Stairs Quarter, which explains the attractiveness of this neighborhood. The Treppenviertel is a maze of sharp, winding alleyways, bordered by lovely whitewashed homes and linked by stairways unaffected by the war.
This is this is an interesting recommendation of a place to go. An ancient neighborhood? What do you do here?
Bordered by lovely whitewashed homes and linked.
It is stunning. I mean, damn, how much do these houses cost? They're beautiful. What a beautiful scenery.
By stairways unaffected by the war. This adds up to more than 5,000 steps. And don't be shocked if your curiosity compels you to walk
Oh, there's a giant stairway. Okay.
them all before stopping for a much-needed break close to the Elbow.
Well,
The Blankenese is one of the riverside locations
I want to know how much it costs to live here.
where enormous bonfires are lit around Easter.
Cool. Oh my gosh, guys, I got the bronchitis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm dying over here. I'm dying over here. And I'm too poor to go to American Hospital. No, I went to the doctor today. It cost me about $60 to get some cough medicine from the doctor and some steroid pills. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Goodbye.